All right. Hi, Juliann. Welcome.
Good morning.
Morning. Well, we are so excited to have introduced you to all of the attendees today. And so my name is Jessica Pierce, and I'm the CEO and founder of Career Connectors. And I'm so excited to introduce you all to Juliann Drew. She is a business services representative with ARIZONA Work Maricopa County. And there's just some phenomenal resources that are available. And so we've invited Juliann to kind of share what is available with the services that they have, whether you're actively job searching and looking for a new job, or you're just kind of out there like, hey, I might want something new or different. And so we have opportunities for both of those. So welcome, Juliann. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at the Maricopa County?
Okay, great. Thanks, Jessica. Appreciate having you today. We've already chatted with a bunch of people this morning, so it's a very cool event that we're involved in right now. So I'm Juliann Drew. Don't say it too fast because it sounds like Julie Andrews, and there'll be no singing and dancing this morning.
Maybe you could do a little song and dance for us.
Maybe we should have a little dance party. But I'm a business services rep, part of a team. There's 4 of us in the East Valley in the Gilbert office, 4 of us in Glendale in the West Valley. We kind of concentrate on employers and job seekers in those particular areas. It's a statewide workforce that we are development network that we're part of. We provide resources to job seekers and also employers. And then we're kind of the matchmaker in between. I actually used the services myself. Actually, I met them through Career Connectors at an event that I went to there, a networking event. Met them. I did a presentation about job search, and then I met them at their table. And from there, I made an appointment. They reviewed my resume, put it through some filters, spit me out some kind of targeted job leads. Made sure my resume was on track. And then from there, ultimately, kind of fast forward down the line, I did end up with a job with Maricopa County. So it was kind of cool that kind of all, kind of happened together in that little universe there. So we're here to help people, match you up, work with the employers, work with the job seekers. So, from recruiting, hiring events, helping you with your resume, things like that. And then all of our services are free. We are funded by taxpayer dollars. So there is, it's free of charge to job seekers and employers.
So I want to make sure people understand there is a brand throughout the state of Arizona called Arizona at Work. And we have federal dollars that go through the Arizona at Work program to provide resources for people that are looking for their next job. There's a whole bunch of other things, but for specifically today, it's people that are looking for jobs. And so under that umbrella of Arizona at Work, there's different areas. One of those areas, the largest of the areas, is Maricopa County, because it's the largest county in Arizona. And so you have resources for residents of Maricopa County.
Correct.
So, and that's kind of how the dollars are broken down. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I love your job search story. I love that you really have an understanding of what many people may be going through right now and able to connect with them on that. Okay. So tell us a little bit about resources. COVID kind of blew up the world. So one of the cool things that has done is allowed for virtual services to be available where there weren't many before.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about, virtual services, in-person, face-to-face services, what you guys offer.
Sure. So we provide assistance from business services, which is my group, also the career advisors, and then we have a group of trainers as well who put on a lot of the interviewing skills and things like that. So pretty much everything is available virtually. And depending on your comfort level, the career advisors are now meeting in person, which is super exciting. The Career Center has always been open. Even during lockdown, the Career Resource Center was open. So if you need access to a computer, fax machine, printer, whatever, you can come in and use our free services there, always available to you. We're open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday in each of our centers. So that's a nice little resource to have for you. We also have Wi-Fi there too. So if you need to attend a class or things like that.
How many centers do you have?
Printers.
No. Centers, different centers.
Oh, centers, sorry.
Yeah.
So we have the East Valley one in Gilbert on Guadalupe and Gilbert Road. And then we have one in Glendale, which is on Olive and 43rd Avenue. So yeah, those two, both very nice centers. I've been to the West Valley a few times too. But we're kind of divided up by East Valley, West Valley is kind of how we work with employers, and then also how we help the job seekers. So depending on geographically where they're at. One other way we can help job seekers is we can pull labor market information for them. So if they're looking at a particular career path, they want to know what jobs are available. It also could help them with salary negotiation to let them know kind of like, here's the market value for this particular position. We talked about computer access. Under our training group, we have like resume preparation, interview techniques. There's a whole calendar of modules, classes, things you can take. And then there's also an intro because there is a grant program. And so there's an intro, like an orientation class, if you will, that kind of gives you an overview of what that grant process is. If you can qualify or not, and then you're assigned a career advisor, and they'll work with you one-on-one to make sure that you're going for, the right skills program, that's going to help you be successful and be able to be, grow in that particular career. So we're transitioning to kind of a hybrid at this point. So a lot of things are still virtual, but we are transitioning over to more in person, and then depending on people's comfort level, either or. So
great. And so let's say I am looking at a new career, and you guys have said, hey, labor market says, this is a career that's needed. But I need some training, and you mentioned training. Like, what does that process look like?
So that's where you would attend the orientation overview, and it would kind of, it would give you an overview of what the process is for applying for the grant and things like that. And then if you don't qualify for the grant, there are other opportunities obviously out there for different classes and growing your skills. We have some in-house ones. We have an entrepreneurship class that we started that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then the resume and interviewing techniques. Those are things you can take on your own that you don't need any type of grant or anything for. So
that's interesting. I hadn't heard of that one before. And that's really interesting because we're seeing an uptick of people based on this last year and a half, really digging in and saying, what do I want to do with my career? And so we have seen a lot of people say, I'm going to try this, at least have a side gig, have something else going on. Can you tell us a little bit about that entrepreneurship program? I didn't know about that.
Oh, so that's a new one that they've started. I haven't been able to have the time because I'm teaching another module to be able to attend it yet. But I know that it gives you kind of the basics on, what you'll need to succeed. So putting together a business plan, trying to think about from a budget standpoint, does this make sense for you? Things to take in consideration, when you're trying to put that together, because not everyone thinks about, oh, there's taxes, and oh, do I need to, be an LLC, and how would I go about that? And, there's a lot more involved in actually setting yourself up. So kind of giving you that overview of, hey, if you're looking at going this direction, here's some things that you'd want to keep in mind.
Okay, awesome. Fantastic. I love that you guys have added that module. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So who can access all of the programming that you have, and how? How do we do that?
So Everyone is welcome. So we are open to everyone. All are welcome to come in, use our resources, attend any of the modules or trainings, watch any of the tutorials, things like that. You can access online if you want to find out more information at maricopa.gov. /find a job, and in there is an inquiry form, and you'll just type in there what you're interested in, and then it'll get routed to, it might come to us if you need job leads, it might go to the career advisor if you're interested in finding out about the grant. It might go to a trainer if you're interested in the interview techniques module, things like that. And then we also have a very cool thing that my coworker Don and Sarah work on every week. They send out, I think, at least twice weekly. Sometimes there's a special one that goes out, but they send out a job blast. So it has 1 week, or one of them might be categorized by industry. So like, construction, manufacturing, transportation, and so you can search jobs that way. Others might be geographically. We might highlight all the hiring events that are going on. Like I know Jobpalooza was, in a bunch of them. And that one is easy to sign up for. You would type AZATWORK, so AZ at work to 22828. And all this information's in our booth too, so you can just look in our booth in case that was too quick. So yeah, we have all the contact information in there as well.
So if you want to get on the weekly job blast, then that's a text message.
Yes, and it signs you up for an email. It initiates an email.
And tell us, what's the phone number again for that text message?
It's 22828.
22828, and you type in AZ at work.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that because I'm on the distribution list too for the job blast, and I find it very, very useful information. Because every week there's new ones on there, and you can see companies that are doing volume hiring. There's a lot going on, and so I think it's very useful for if you decide there's nothing else that I really want to use Arizona at Work for. That's the thing. That's the thing.
I agree.
And can I access that like through an email also, or is only text messaging?
So the text message initiates the email.
Okay.
So you need to text it, and then it initiates and then it becomes email after that.
Okay. Okay.
That's how you sign up. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about. Okay, I want to show up. I don't know what I don't know. And so I just know I'm looking for a job. I have no idea what to ask for. I don't know what I don't know. So I just gonna show up at the West Valley Center, and I'm gonna walk in the door, and I feel uncomfortable because I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Help me. What's happening?
So when
next?
you walk in, you'll be greeted by the front desk, and everyone that works at our front desk, East Valley or West Valley, super, super nice and so knowledgeable. They know about all different parts of everything, right? So where to send you. So super welcoming. They'll be able to help you. They'll have you register at the computer, which will initiate the job inquiry form. We do have job leads there in the center. So you'll see a whole wall with a bunch of flyers, information like that. I know in the East Valley, I'm not sure about the West Valley, we also have monitors up. So you'll see different flyers up there as well for openings, hiring events that are coming. And then from there, depending on if who's in the office, we are, we can help anybody, but we are divided up by industry sector.
Okay.
So like I have retail, hotels, food service, and I also help out, I do the youth team. Okay. And in the interim, because we're in the middle of hiring someone, I also handle transportation. So like CDL drivers, things like that. But that's not to say that if someone comes in looking for construction that I won't talk to them, obviously, right? So, yeah, so you would just tell them at the front desk you're looking for jobs, take a look at those. We'll come out, kind of see what you're looking for. If you have your resume with you, that's great. If not, we'll have you email it to, we have a main email box. It's called resumeeast@maricopa.gov.
Okay.
That is also in our booth too. And then if you're in the West Valley, you'd send it to resumewest@maricopa.gov. So yeah, a lot of, and then just, kind of sitting with you to try and figure out what it is you're looking for. Do we need you to, do you need help with your resume? Then we, kind of send you that way. Are you interested in the grant? Then we set you down, get you registered for the orientation, which is something the front desk do. And things like that. So yeah, it's so helpful. Everybody's so nice. I have to say, when I started the job, I walked in and I didn't know where I was going, and everybody was like, "Hi, can we help you? Can we help you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm actually a new employee." But yeah, and I got to work the front desk during when we were kind of in that lockdown COVID for the up until like June when we reopened or whatever. Everybody reopened. They had us rotating through, so we got kind of a taste of the front desk, working lab overflow, answering the phones. Things like that. So, kind of have an idea, but that front desk, the folks that work the front desk are amazing.
Yeah. So
don't feel bad. You can go in and, deer headlights, right? And right away, they'll be on you. They'll be like, what can we help you with? So.
Yeah. I remember years ago when I went through this transition and I was just like, I don't even know what I'm asking for, right? What do I need? Help! Someone give me something.
Yeah. Anytime you walk into, I think, a building where you've never been before, and but a stranger. So,
you guys serve people that are entry level, mid-career, executive level. Like do you have resources for the full spectrum of wherever you are on the continuum of career pathway?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And whatever your circumstances in life are too. You can be homeless, you could be recently incarcerated, a veteran, any of those, a youth. We help everyone. So
awesome. So youth, you can say like young people of working age, 16 and older, would you say? Okay. Yep. Awesome. Yep. All right. Juliann, is there anything else that you would like to share with us today?
Not specifically, just please come see us, check out the booth, come chat with us, let us know what you're looking for and how we're here to help. So
fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Check out the booth, the room. There's a lot of information there. You'll be able to access the services both virtually and then being able to go in person as well. Juliann Drew, we appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Jessica. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.